Where's that hecking on button? Ooh, I found it! Let's play! Good evening everybody, Loki here with a meditations launch from today, Sunday, September the 15th, 2019, and today's meditation offering is created by Noah Ratcliff, with the blurb being as such. Today is my grandma's birthday. When I was very young, I spent summer days at her house in the country. In it, she had a studio, where she would paint beautiful paintings, antiques, clock faces, and anything else. We used to go on walks around her house, where she'd teach me things like what poison ivy looks like, and how to track a woodpecker. She loved the beauty in everything, and it all made her so happy. I think about those days a lot. Her creativity and passion for life inspires me so much. I was too young then to know what Alzheimer's disease was, or what it meant. She passed away when I was still quite young, but not before I got to learn all too much about the disease that's hiding in my genes, waiting. Hopefully, I'll never forget those summers at her house. Hopefully, I'll never forget that studio. This is a rather bittersweet blurb, because those sorts of things you never want to forget, and you feel like you never will forget, but Alzheimer's is a truly horrific disease that is genetic, so of course you're going to worry that you'll forget about those summers at your grandmother's house. You are going to forget about that studio potentially, and that can be truly heartbreaking. There are memories for everyone that they never want to forget. There are people that they never want to forget, but Alzheimer's and dementia, as aforementioned, truly horrific diseases that can potentially take those memories away from you and take away the memories of those that you love, and it is the most horrifying thing that I can think of. It's absolutely disgusting that these diseases exist, and it's just, the human mind is a fragile thing, and we know so much and yet so little about the human mind. It really is quite terrifying, but let's try and see how today's meditation does indeed reflect both the good and the bad on today, Sunday, September the 15th, 2019. Okay, and this game has just opened up, and we find ourselves in a slightly blurred room with what appears to be a snow globe in front of us, which has a greater focus than the surrounding room. I'm trying to click on bits and pieces. Can't move with the WASD keys, can't move with... oh! And it's blanked out. Let's try booting that up again, seeing if there was something that I missed. Perhaps I tried too quickly to interact with the game. Perhaps that's not how I interact. And again, we've opened up the game, and we have a cupcake, like a little birthday cupcake in the middle. And what looks to be a margarita. Again, I'm trying to look around, trying to move with the arrow keys. But again, the meditation has closed itself down. Is this being representative of the fact that you can only remember a small fraction of what was mentioned in the blurb? That you can only see such a small amount with clarity? And again, I've booted up the meditation. I can't do anything. I can't move. I can't interact with the scene. It just boots up the game and then shuts itself down. Oh no, we can indeed move. Okay, and we do indeed get some focus. Okay, and again it shut itself down. You get very little time to look around in this meditation, but very little time indeed. You only have short spurs of remembrance, which unfortunately is a fact that does occur in Alzheimer's. That is one of the symptoms, that you can only remember small amounts. And again, I've booted it up just to have a quick look around the studio, and we can see that there are paintbrushes and flowers, and we've also there's a lot of workspace in here. A lot of workspace indeed, and the little flowers just on the table over there. And then we can look up, we can look down, we can look around. But again, we only remember for a short fraction of what we wish we could. So again, we just have to keep trying to remember, but then you do forget things. It's quite disturbing. Because again, with the context of the blurb, it's rather worrying. You can just look around. The flowers and the paintbrushes and the studio that was their grandmother's. And again, the meditation has just closed itself down once again. This is something of a strange meditation that, again, without its blurb, would be rather confusing, but because there is the contextualization of the meditation via the blurb, you have so much emotion and depth in the meditation, where you do have that studio where you do see all of the paintbrushes, and you see the poison ivy, which I just realised that's what the plants were. You see the poison ivy, and you see all those bits and pieces, but you can only see them for a minute, and then they're gone. And then you have to go back in, try and get back to that memory. And that's part of what Alzheimer's is. You have to continually fight to remember things. You have to be continually reminded of what you have lost, and it's, again, truly horrendous. This is a difficult meditation. I myself did have a great-grandmother that did suffer from dementia, and so I've seen all too well the sorts of effects that memory loss can have. In the end, they didn't remember who I was. Instead, they referred to me as my uncle, because I've been told that I look very much like my uncle. So that was who she remembered me as. And sadly, she passed away without remembering who I was. So again, this is deeply personal to me, and I only wish the creator the best. And Loki's just coming over to give me a snuggle now because I'm getting sad. Loki, my partner's just giving me a cuddle while I tear up a little bit. Yeah. Difficult meditation, but again, the creator has my deepest sympathies, and I only wish them the best. And I don't know, I'm not going to do a shill bit here, because I don't want to disgrace the memory of their grandmother. So instead I'm just going to say, go hug a loved one like I'm hugging Loki now. Because it really does help to hug a loved one. And live in the now. Remember the best times while you can with those that you love. But thank you so much for watching our videos. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And indeed, a good night.